That's the instructor.
But it's going now.
Okay.
All right.
So do you guys want to go through the review questions before we do the quiz? Or what would you guys do?
Well, I hadn't thought that far ahead.
Oh, I never thought that far ahead either.
I'm okay doing them at the same time.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
then we're not taking twice as
Supposed to
long.
be the same. And then the other question I have is, I have not been able to open his, I guess, his YouTube video for this week. You know, the ones that are mandatory viewing.
Uh-huh.
It's not letting me open it. So I wasn't sure if there was a different timeline for this week, because it looks like we've got the exam that's due Wednesday, but he doesn't have anything else scheduled for a group meeting. Do we meet again later in the week? I didn't know if something like that was explained.
We actually don't get a grade for this group meeting right now. He said for some reason the exam reviews don't have a grade for the group meeting. So probably the group meeting that you're looking at should be the one, I don't know, I'm not looking at it right now.
For lesson 9.
Yeah, I mean there is a group meeting for this week, but they're on the assignment thing in the due soon.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no like group collaboration grade. And then
but we will meet again on Thursday and go over lesson 9.
Yes.
Okay.
But there's no grade for this group meeting.
I'm running late. My daughter graduates high school that night.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
So it starts at 7, and it's a small school, and that gives me 2.5 hours. So I should be good.
Okay,
but
cool.
If I'm running a little late, I will try and text you.
That's what I say. Just text us and keep us updated.
Okay, that would be awesome.
Is that one week that you want to go back to Wednesday so that we're not interfering with that?
Oh.
No, because we've got the exam on Wednesday.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So, and I've got to fit the exam in the middle of a PAC meeting and some other things. This is just a bad week. So we've got family coming up Wednesday, PAC meeting Wednesday, meetings with the schools because of the end of the year, and then a high school graduation. So I don't know that there's a better day.
Okay.
Okay.
I will do my best, and if we're running late, I'll let you know. But I know she's going to ditch us as soon as school's out, or as soon as graduation's over.
Right.
So, yeah, I think I can probably jump on here. That shouldn't be an issue.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well then, let's start.
Note to self, do not click on the exam.
Do not what?
I almost clicked on the exam.
Yeah.
Yeah, please don't do that. Well, it might be good for the other two of us, but probably not for you.
Make a bad day. I don't feel ready.
No, neither do I. Luckily, we've got 2 days.
Right? I plan on taking mine tomorrow night, so.
No, I work again tomorrow, so I've got to do mine Wednesday day.
Yeah.
I think I'll be taking mine sometime on Wednesday. But I started working on my notes tonight.
I started, but I haven't made it very far yet.
So it looks like we're skipping 1 and 2, and it just goes to 3.
I have 1 and 2 up.
They're different, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just true, you know, I'm attending.
Yeah.
Whereas 1 and 2 in the review questions, number 1 I put central limit theorem, and number 2 I put law of large numbers.
See, and I did it different. I put, what is the statistical result that guarantees that the distribution of the sample mean will be normal if the size is large? I put law of large numbers. Did I get those backwards again?
You did. Yeah, shape is always the central limit theorem, and the mean is always law of large numbers. That's one that I'm absolutely writing on my cheat sheet, my notes.
The sampling distribution.
Which one are you reading?
Okay, I'm lost. Because I opened up the group quiz for the group meeting. And are you looking at the review questions?
Yeah, I'm looking at the review questions right now on my piece of paper because they're different. 1 and 2 are different than the group one.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 and 2 in the quiz are just like I completed it and I attended and.
You didn't open the quiz, did you? Or the exam, did you?
No, I did not open the exam.
No.
Okay.
Please don't open the exam. I would have to cry.
So I know I had this last week. When's the shape and when's the size, right?
Mm-hmm. And shape is a central limit theorem, and size is law of large numbers.
The close to the population mean is law of large numbers. That's what I always remember.
Close to the population mean.
Population is large numbers.
I'm forever backwards on these two. When it uses the right words that I can figure it out, I can work it out.
Uh-huh.
But on both these, if the sample size is large, okay. And then, so on number 3, which of the following variables is categorical? And I was going with the toothpaste.
I went with the toothpaste also.
Oh, I misread that. Yes, toothpaste is categorical. Yep.
Okay. And that's all you guys picked? That's all I picked?
Yeah.
It is all I picked.
Okay.
The other 2 are quantitative.
Okie dokie.
I always try to remember quantity equals numbers and category equals everything else.
Yep.
So we just pick 2 on number 4?
That one is one that had me.
Right.
And this one is multiple.
Multiple, the square. So I put 20 as the parameter, which isn't a choice, and 112 is the statistic.
Parameter, it would be the mean for the population. P, parameter, population.
Okay, so parameter is 100.
Uh-huh. And statistic, S, sample.
Okay.
So 112 is the statistic and 100 is the parameter.
Uh-huh.
So P equals population equals parameter. So I put that.
P equals population. What'd you say?
And
S is sample and statistic.
Okay.
awesome. Okay.
Shoot, I should have asked him about this one too. Dadgummit.
Yeah, these were hard, I thought. I went with, for number 5, I went with stratified.
That's what I went with based on the descriptions when I went and looked at them. That's not what I written originally.
See, I was going
But
either
I also put,
stratified or cluster because a neighborhood could be a cluster too. I wasn't sure.
it could, and let me pull up the
Let's see,
definition that
I
I
put
was looking at.
stratified divides data into similar groups.
5 and 8. Did I lose you?
I'm
No.
still here. I'm trying to pull up the stuff too.
I wrote down the definition after it. I put stratified because it divides data into similar groups and then take an SRS from each group.
Okay. I mean, I am willing to go with whatever y'all say because.
Well,
My only
one I put
concern is that my biggest question is that when I was doing these, I would expect that there would be a different one for each of them, 5 through 8. But when I was looking at them, I put stratified down for 5 and for 8.
Ooh, me too.
Okay.
I put cluster for 8.
See, and I've got cluster down for 6.
I have cluster for 6 too.
I put cluster for 6. So, where's my notes?
So we still are questions on 8. Democrats.
And 5. Or is 5 stratified?
Okay, so on 5,
I'll go with stratified. That makes sense.
but it also makes sense for cluster.
I think, okay, I went with stratified because it says divides the data into similar groups. The data, there's 4 property neighborhoods being divided into similar groups. I guess that's why I went with it.
I am willing to go with that.
Okay, that's similar to what I was thinking. And then the cluster in 6, we all did cluster on that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's not a question.
And
7,
Yeah.
7 I did simple random.
Yes.
But then it could also be, well, my other one was I was thinking convenient, but it's still just random.
Oh.
Because it's convenient that they're all there, but it's also directed at that one, and it's random based on everyone that's there. So after looking back and forth, I ended up sticking with random. What do you guys think?
Which one was that?
7, the school fundraiser.
Yeah, I got random for that.
Okay.
I see what you're saying, though, it's convenient.
It's, it would be convenient. I'm trying to think of what would be convenient.
Because
it's just all of them from the group, but with this, you have everybody in that group is getting entered in, and then you're randomly grabbing everybody. If you're just kind of grabbing numbers and names from whoever walks in conveniently, and then drawing a random number, then I think it would be convenient. But this, everybody's name is going in.
Okay, so you're thinking every is the key word?
Yes.
So just simple random.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Besides
well, that works anyway because
the
convenient isn't even an option.
Okay.
So that eliminates that one.
And then number 9, or number 8, I picked stratified, but you said you picked clustered?
And I had picked stratified as well.
I picked cluster, but after reading the definition under cluster, I'm thinking I am wrong because this says the number of blocks that must be sampled must be large, and this there's only 2 blocks, so that would be bad. I would say it is actually stratified.
So it's a group thing, just like the mortgage and taxes, because that
Yep.
was for different group or economic history.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So for number 9, for the mean, I got 4.7711.
I did too. They're wanting to round to 3 decimals.
Okay.
4.771.
Yeah.
Hold on. So 4.771, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And then standard deviation for number 10, 1.912.
Yep.
And then when you tell me, just so did you do the 5 number?
I
I
did
did.
5 numbers.
Do you guys want to go over that real quick?
When I did the 5 number after pulling everything up, I got the minimum as 0.84.
Okay.
The second number is the first quartile, or 25%, which was 3.3950.
Yep.
Okay.
The median, 4.7711.
Median, I got 5.15.
That's what I got for the median too, 5.15.
I bet you pulled the mean instead
I
of the median.
pulled the mean instead of the median. Okay, sorry, what did you guys get for the median?
1.5.
5.15?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, I did. I looked at the mean, not the median. And then for the third quartile, I got 5.71.
Okay.
And then the max, 10.45.
Yep.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, 11's kind of cheap. Yeah, I created it, but what do we do with it? Nothing.
I know. I was wondering about that. I was
I
like,
know. I was wondering if he was going to have us copy and cut and paste it or something.
I wondered too.
okay, for the table, do you guys want to go over the table or just the answers?
Let's go over the answers and make sure they match, and if they don't match, we can figure out why we messed up. Because this is one I had to go back and forth on.
Okay.
He mentioned in the video about propagation of errors, where if you round too early, you'll come up with some weird answers in the end, and I may have that going on. So if my answers don't match y'all's exactly, it's my rounding and not you guys doing anything. Just letting y'all know that.
Now we're off on our number. Like it's number 11 on the review, but number 12 on the quiz.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Okay, let's see. I got for A negative 0.165.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So how do we just do a negative symbol? I guess so.
Yep. That's typing in for me. Negative 0.165.
Yep.
Okay. And then for
And
B,
I got 0.680625.
yeah.
But we're supposed to round that one, so 0.681.
Okay.
That sound right?
Yeah.
To me, that's what I've got it rounded to.
So I put none of these is correct for the next one.
Okay. I was going to ask because I didn't quite get that one.
Monica, what'd you say?
I got none as well. I started to put the variance, but I don't think this is quite the variance either.
No, I started with the variance too, and then I made a note that the variance has to be divided by n minus 1.
Right. So
So,
this is kind of nothing until you do that.
yeah, exactly. Okay. Next one, I got 0.715099 on and on.
See, this is where mine doesn't measure, is different. Mine, I got 0.7148, but I think that might be my rounding.
Okay.
So,
What is-
because I 0.715
Yeah.
rounded it up to 716, right?
No, it was 0.71509, so it just is at
Oh,
7.
I had not written down that 0.
Oh, see, anyway, I
I
still
missed
would
the
have rounded
0.
up to the right answer, so. Cool.
Well, there you go.
Right?
Next one, false.
False, absolutely.
On this one, I put extradural
Yes.
because it's closest to 0.
Yes, that is what
But I
I.
don't know if that's okay. I don't know if that's the official correct interpretation, but that's how my head works.
Because it has the lowest standard deviation. So, yeah, pretty much.
That's what I put. Extradural,
And
the
then-
standard deviation is smallest. The temperatures are closer together.
Yep.
So 18, yes, or true.
Yep.
Would this one be 8?
Yes.
And then
50.
50%?
Yeah.
It's going to suck if we agree on all of this and then it doesn't pan out.
That would be awful.
I mean, what are the chances?
We're in a stats class. Do you want to? No, never mind.
Don't even go there. I didn't use big words like that.
For the mean, I got 2.055.
Yep. Standard deviation, I got 0.233.
Yes.
Okay. 68% lies between the. Wouldn't it be between the 1.59 and 2.52?
I got 1.8225 and 2.28.
I got the same thing as Monica.
Okay.
Because you want everything within one standard deviation, from one below to one above. One standard deviation below, one standard deviation above.
And then 2 standards is the 95 and 3 is the 99.7.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And then 24 is the one that kind of lines up with 23 on our thing. And that one, the way it's worded in the notes or in the practice, really makes you think that it's actually part of everything above it, and it's not. It's a totally different question. And there is
That's what I got, but I was like, well, then what is it talking about?
the standard normal distribution looks like our applet, where the mean is 0. It's the standard normal distribution is the special normal distribution, where the mean is always 0 and the standard distribution is always 1. And as soon as I got that through my head, everything just kind of clicked. So the value of the mean of a standard normal distribution is always 0. Because that's the definition of the standard normal distribution.
And so the standard normal is 1.
So the standard deviation
So-
will always be 1, yes. Because
Okay.
that's the definition of standard normal distribution. He's like, you are walking all around this, and I just need you to look at your applet and tell me what is the mean on the applet. And I'm like, 0. He says, okay, what is the standard deviation on the applet? I said, 1. He says, that is a standard normal distribution. I said, oh, I think I got you now.
I
Okay.
was like looking in my notes everywhere for standard normal distribution, and I couldn't get it. I was like, I don't understand that.
Okay, so 24,
he's
he's wanting the mean, which is 0. And then 25, he's wanting the value of the standard, which is 1.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm
I'm glad I read that second one and went back.
Yeah, I think he mentioned the standard normal distribution in one of his videos, and I don't remember what lesson it was, and he just mentioned it and then moved on.
Okay.
And that's the only time I ever remember hearing anything about it. So,
Okay. Yeah, that was tricky because it did make you seem like it was talking about above, and I got that it wasn't talking about above, but then I was like, well, then what numbers is it talking about? I need some numbers.
yeah, the question I texted him was something like, is this looking for a numeric value, in which case I'm lost, or does this want definitions? Or so he called me back.
He probably really enjoys the questions he gets.
I'm sure.
He probably teaches this just for the humor factor.
You think so? I think after a couple of years of the same questions over and over.
Math teachers are a different breed of people.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm going to have to get used to this because what I want, the degree I want to apply for after I graduate, I'm going to have to get to know and love statistics anyway. So.
I'm sorry. You must be a very special person because I don't like math.
You know, the thought didn't occur to me that I would be this involved in statistics when I thought, gee, I want to be an epidemiologist when I grow up.
Yeah. You should just stop growing up. It's just not good for you.
There you go.
This is true.
All right. So next one, 26. I got the probability as 0.5.
That's what I got. So then 27, I got 387.768.
No.
No, this could be my math screwing up.
Okay, this is, when you did these ones, did you plug them in
To the applet?
into the applet? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa, hold on, wait a minute. Oh, sorry, that was my fault.
Did you go above?
No, I was looking at the wrong question on my thing.
Oh, okay.
Probability I got was 0.316.
No, number 25 on the review.
25 on the review. Oh my gosh. 0.684. I'm working my way up here.
That's what I got.
Okay. Maybe I should add a sleep sometimes.
It isn't nice that they're throwing all our numbers off here.
Okay. 0.684 we got.
Yeah, for a score below 600.
Okay.
And then score above 600, I got 0.316.
Okay, that's what I got.
So then 10th percentile, I got the GMAT score as 387.768. For
That's
round to the nearest school number, so 388.
388, yep.
Okay.
And the next one I got 690. If we round up, it'd be 697.
Yeah. And so do you have any, I'm assuming that these are ones you didn't do. Do you have any questions on these, Dominique?
On the percentiles, just the formula aspect of getting these above and below, these are also in the applet, aren't they?
Yeah, that's where you plug in these
And you plug in
percentile
0.1 and 0.9 for the above and below.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
First quartile, you'd plug in 0.25. Third quartile, you'd type in 0.75.
Okay. Yep,
Yeah.
that's...
And it will take away, it when you plug those in, it just automatically shades the area that you need, I realized.
Yes, it does. And if
Okay.
you try and shade it the way you want it shaded, it will change your
everything.
Yeah, so just plug it in on the top and it'll shade it where you need to shade it. And then
Okay.
based off
That-
on where it's shaded, you take the negative or the positive number.
Yep.
Yep, that was the one I was putting it down in the bottom where the z-scores were, and I wasn't thinking about putting them in with the area.
Yes, you put them in the top. These percentiles you put in the top.
Yeah. So then for the first quartile, I got 461.
Uh-huh. And the third quartile, I got 6. Well, if we round, it'll be 624.
Yeah.
And these ones we did 0.25 and 0.75, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you just plug them into your z-score formula and solve for x.
Yep.
I've gotten to where I kind of like the z-score formula. That's one I've got memorized almost.
Right.
Okay, so the next one. What is the mean of the distribution of the sample means for all samples? 542.3.
Yes.
And that threw me off again because I was like, wait, what do you mean? But
It's the same.
yeah, it's the same. So what'd you get for standard deviation then?
31.123.
Yes. And last one, the probability, I got 0.968.
Oh. I got 0.0319.
What did you get for the z-score?
1.854.
Yeah. Well, I wrote down 1.8539. I don't remember how I put it in.
I rounded, but that shouldn't be enough to throw it off that much.
1 point what? And I'll put it in again.
1.854.
654?
854.
I'm getting 0.9681.
What?
Oh, you know what? Never mind. I took less than 600, not greater.
Oh, gotcha.
So do it again, Dominique, but shade to the right. Is it shaded to the right?
It will be in just 1 second. I've got so many tabs open. Everything just shaded to the right is 0.0319.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay.
So 0.032 then?
Oh, what were we supposed to round to?
Yeah. Round to 3, so 0.032.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Alrighty.
Okay, shall we see what we got? I'm the only one I'm nervous about is those sampling things.
Me too.
100%.
Nice. Yay. Well, I feel
Compared
better.
with all of us that we can do that on the exam.
I know.
Yeah, right? Now, he did say in the video that a lot of people complain that this somehow doesn't prepare them for the exam. That's what students complain about. And so he said the one thing to really watch out of all of this, it says, yeah, be sure you can do all of the questions on it, but the very beginning of the, oh my gosh, where is it? Anyway, the very beginning of the review in the text, there's like a list of things that we need to know, and he said make sure you know everything on that list. He said make sure you know all of your sample stuff, everything in the first 4 lessons. He said make sure that you know, because it's still a big part of the test.
The definitions, he said, definitely know the definitions.
Yeah.
Which,
Okay.
making my notes tonight, I've just been going down and I started with the first bullet point and I wrote it out, and second bullet point, wrote it out.
Yeah.
Especially when it says lesson outcomes, the distinguish between categorical and quantitative, the observational, those bullet points.
Those bullet points, exactly. He said make darn sure you know those, and they are like half the test. You know, everybody gets caught up in the formulas and everything and actually doing the numbers, and he says that's not most of the test. He said, you know, you've got a fair representation of everything we've done.
And the first couple of lessons were all pretty much definitions, so.
Yes, they were. Yep.
Okay.
I don't think this one has to be posted, but
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think there is anywhere to post it.
yeah, I think he said he didn't understand why, but these exam reviews don't need to be posted. So
Okay.
I reckon I will see y'all Thursday, and good luck on the exam.
And good luck to you guys too, and I will call if I'm running late, but I think I'll be good.
Okay. Good news.
All right. Good night, ladies.
Yep.
All right. Good night. Bye.